Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Elizabeth. It's good to have you. Please consider subscribing and turning on your post notification bell if you are a crafter or just enjoy crafting videos. My goal at the moment is to have 2,000 of you lovely people subscribe to my channel. So please help me to achieve my goal so I can continue to bring you more crafting videos. So I'm going to be showing you how to create these beautiful tassels that you can attach to a bag, and I have created a free SVG file which you can find on our Facebook group, that's Craft Junkies Studio, and I'll leave the link in the description. This is a really great project to just kind of make your bags look a little bit more pretty, and I've created a large one and a small one, and this is a free file, so enjoy. And if you would like to see how I do this, stay tuned. These are really nice if you are using swivel clasps. So this one I have used a plastic swivel clasp, and this is a smaller swivel clasp. This is a 1/2 inch one, and I have an inch one here. So I'm going to be creating another one with a silver version of that one. And you can also get these Tassel hardware, okay, which are quite nice. They're quite robust, and I'll also be doing that today. I thought I would, if you see this one here, it's got kind of like a little chain on there just to give it a different look. I think it's really pretty. It's cute, really cute. So I'm going to be doing a chain version on this pink one. So I've got a chain here. It's just a nice lightweight chain, and I've got a little star here which I think will look really nice with that pink, and I'm going to be setting that in place with rivets, which I've got here, and I've got a couple of jump rings as well. I'm going to be using some double-sided tape, and I've got some pliers here just to help me with the chain and everything else. As far as my vinyl goes, I have two colors here. So my purple vinyl has got a different backing. This one, I haven't used this before, so this will be interesting. I have used this one before. It's a little bit thin, and it has a backing like this. Okay, so not very nice, not pretty, kind of like back of the vinyl. So I have applied some HTV, some silver HTV onto the back, and I just ironed it on to the back, which is what I did here also. And it just makes it look, gives it a different look. What else? The file comes with the little kind of like this kind of tab here, which you can adjust, so you can increase the size or just create your own, really, because it's not that hard to create a rectangle on Cricut Design Space, for example. But I included a little rectangle which you can resize if you want, but I'm not going to be cutting out that little rectangle on my Cricut today. I've cut it out by hand because you can. Okay, so this is going to be this is 2 inches by 3/4 inch, which I'm going to be using on this swivel clasp, like so. I think that is everything, and I've got my rivet setter here. So that's everything. No, it's not everything, and I need an awl as well to make a poke a hole through all the vinyl. So I'm just going to take you through how to download the file and put it in Cricut Design Space. So once you've joined the Craft Junkies Studio Facebook group, you can access the free SVG files for the tassels that I've created by going to Files, So you click on Files, and then here you can see I've got two files here. I've got Tassel Small and Tassel Large. So I'm just going to download the large file. So I'm going to come here to the right and to these three dots and click download. So now I go to my Finder and I'm using a Mac. If I go to my downloads, I can see here that I have the file in there. So Tassel Large. And then I'm going to go into Cricut. I'm now in Cricut Design Space. And to bring the file into my canvas, I click Upload. Upload image. Browse, and I need to go into my downloads and find that file. So Tassel Large, I click on that and open. And it's a cut image I need to upload. And then I can bring this into my canvas. So if I click on it and then add to canvas, your file is now ready to use. Okay, so I have put my vinyl or leatherette, whatever you want to call it, I've put it face down. So the side that I've put my HTV on is up, and I'm using my strong grip mat, and I've put some masking tape around just to secure that vinyl in place. When I cut this faux leather, I'm cutting it using the shimmer leather setting, and I have used more pressure, so it's going to go around 3 times. However, if I feel like it has cut through the first or the second time, I will stop the Cricut. So I just find that that gives me better results when I can just control it like that. So it's going to do 3 passes, so I can stop it at any time between any of those passes. So I'm now ready to cut. Okay, so my tassels are now cut, and I'm going to show you how I create them. So I'm going to start with this one first, where I am using the silver swivel clasp and the silver rivet. So I'm just going to get all my hardware out. Okay, so this is everything that I need to create this one. So the first thing I want to do is, I've also cut 2 of these pieces, okay, because I'm going to put one on the back just to cover up that beige backing. And I think I might just trim that off so it's nice and even. Okay, and I've put some double-sided tape on one side. I'm also going to put some double-sided tape along the top here. Also, what you can do is you can, because if I turn this round, there is kind of like this like dead space. If you wanted this to be thinner, you could just trim a little bit off. Okay, but I've created the file so that you know you can play with that part of the tassel. Okay, so if you don't want it to be that wide at the top, you can just go ahead and trim a little bit off, but I'm going to leave mine that wide at the top. So I'm going to put some double-sided tape, just run some double-sided tape along the top edge here. I'm going to create this first, so I'm just going to pull the double-sided tape off this, and then I'm going to stick this on the back. Like that, and that's going to go in my swivel clasp like that. Okay, I might just put a bit of double-sided tape there just to hold that together. And you can actually just stitch this if you have a sewing machine. You can just kind of sew at 1/8 away from the edge just to give it a more elegant look. Okay, so that's on there. Now I'm going to peel this away. And then what I do is I just start to wrap this around this tab here. So I don't go all the way to the edge. I kind of start there and a little bit down. I would say maybe about 1/4 inch or 6 mil away from where the bar is here. And then I just start to wrap the tassel around, making sure that it is level all the way around. Okay, here I'm going to stop because it's going to come around like that. So I want to add my little chain here. So I'm just going to leave it like this. So with my chain, I'm going to just add a jump ring. Super fiddly. I'm just going to open my jump ring and we twist it away from each other, and then I can hook on my chain. And then close it back up. Okay, once that's done, I think I want my chain to be about here. So I'm going to take one of my tassels here and just put it through the jump ring. Like that. And then I'm going to carefully just fold it back again. And and take that tassel that I have the jump ring around and fold that in like that, making sure my jump ring is on the correct side. Here we go. So you want it like that. And because we've got double-sided tape at the back, it should just stick nicely like so. And then I'm just going to check it before I snip it off. Yep, I like how that looks. So I'm just going to snip this off. And just keep wrapping. So my rivet is going to go to the middle like that, but I don't want this bit hanging here. So what you can do is you can trim that last tassel off if you want. It depends on the size of your middle part or the size of your hardware. So I'm just snipping that last tassel off and then stick it down like that. Okay, so we have a little chain like this. I think I need to change the blade on my Cricut, because if you noticed in the footage of the Cricut cutting the vinyl, that I had to keep scraping it down. It kind of dragged it. So I think it's both my mat and my my Cricut blade that needs changing. So I want my tassel, well my chain rather, to be about that long, I think. So I'm just going to snip it here. Like that. I can use that for another project. And then I'm going to add my little star onto the end. Okay, so that's what it looks like with the little star. I think it looks really pretty. Like that. Now I need to punch a hole through the center, and for this I'm going to be using my awl. So I'm just going to guesstimate where I want the hole to go, and I want the hole to go through the tassel and this tab. So I think about there in the middle, and I'm going to poke a hole through. Be careful with this part. This bit is always very tricky. Okay, I might just use my Japanese punch actually. Okay, we're through to the back. So there's my hole, and then I'm going to pop this in to the front and press it down and pop the cap on. And then I can set it with my rivet setter. this big boy here. Okay, and that is done. That is that tassel. I think it looks really pretty, and every now and then you'll see the little star make an appearance as it moves on your bag. So that's that one done. Okay, with this one I'm going to be using this hardware here. So again, I'm going to put some double-sided tape. I think I might use my thicker double-sided tape, so I'm just going to go grab that. So this is 1/2 inch, and again I'm going to run that along the top. And this is the larger tassel, so the pink one is the smaller version of the file. And again, if you didn't catch me say it in the beginning, this is a free SVG tassel file that I created and is available for you to download in our Facebook group, Craft Junkies Studio. Right, now that we've removed the double-sided tape, we now just need to roll as tightly as we can. Keeping it nice and even at the top. And nice and tight. Slow and steady is the name of the game here. And again, with this one, you can trim this kind of like dead space if you wish to. So that's rolled into a cylinder like that, and then it simply just goes in there like so. Now I have a couple of screws, and these screws just hold the tassel in the hardware. Okay, so I've popped that in. What you can do as well is you can put a bit of glue here and pop that in. Some E6000 might be good to use. And I'm just going to put a hole in there just so that it's easier for my screws to go in. Just putting a hole through the vinyl. Now I've got to make sure it doesn't move at this stage. And then we want to screw that in. And then again, I need to make another hole here. So I'm just using my awl just to poke that hole in. Okay, I need to get a different screwdriver because that one's worn, but all I need to do is just screw that in just a little bit more so it's flush, and that is it basically. So this vinyl, not the best vinyl because it's got a white backing, but that is basically the look. These are the tassels. So these are all faux leather or vinyl in various colors. So I've also created this one in waterproof canvas, and basically you can make a tassel out of any non-fraying fabric. And that's it. Enjoy the free file. Bye. If you found this video interesting or useful, please like and subscribe if you haven't yet done so, and turn on your post notification bell and make sure you check all so you never miss an upload from me. Please feel free to interact with the comment section by leaving any comments, questions, or any suggestions about any videos that I should do in the comment section below. You're also welcome to join our Facebook group. It's Craft Junkies Studio, and I will leave the link in the description box below. And as always, don't have a good day, have an amazing day. Till next time.